All right, we're back. It's a new day. Yesterday we replaced those spark plug wires. It didn't replace the distributor cap, but we did file the contacts and everything. I am going to check in a little while to see if I got a spark. I know these are good. Maybe that's bad. But we're going to try the fuel pump. And I was told when I bought the car that I had a new fuel pump. I'm not sure if I have one or not. So we're going to, the interior is already out of the car, so it's real easy to get to it. In fact, I moved a couple of things and saw where it is. It's right under the rear seat, or where the rear seat would be. As a precautionary measure, I took the negative off the battery terminal, so the car does not have power now. So we're going to run back here and get inside the car. And like I said, the interior is out, and the rear seat sitting right over there. I did put a little light in here to help us get some more light. But so in here, I can tell they have messed with this. There's a screw missing right there. It's not a big deal. I don't really know if that's how it fits in there or not, but we're going to take these 3 screws that are left out, and I'm going to disconnect this little cable connector there and pull this thing out, and we're going to find out 2 things. We're going to find out what the fuel pump looks like, and if it is new, that's great. If it's not, we'll have to test it somehow. But also we'll be able to take a look inside the fuel tank itself and see what it looks like. I believe I have a flashlight here. Yep. All right, so I'll set the camera up and we'll do that. All right, I was thinking I was going to set the camera up, but I think I'm just going to do this with one hand. All right, I just ended up cutting that little wire clamp there. All right, we're gonna take a look. The electrical is undone. So I got a little clamp there. That looks new. It does not look like these screws have been touched in a long time. So I am skeptical. I don't know. I highly doubt this is a new fuel pump. Well, you know what? There's a screw missing I didn't see. So maybe. Let's pull this thing out and see. Okay, with a little bit of cussing, a little bit of praying, I got both of these things off, and there is my missing screw. And now the fuel pump should come right out. I'll take one more. The only thing I don't really like is there is dirt all around that thing. So I'm going to be real careful not to get dirt in the fuel tank. I've taken one of these out of my Miata. I've not taken one out of a Celica, so I'm not exactly sure what these things look like down there. There it is. A little gas, try to get some gas to come on off of it. Come on. There we go. And I got a rag to kind of set that down on. All right, let's take a look at our gas tank. And okay, what we're looking at is just a little area. Let me get a little area that is the gas pickup, and it basically sucks up through that little thing right there, goes up through the pump. That's the pump right there, and then this is your float, similar to old toilet bowls, and it basically tells you if you've got a full tank or not, or half tank or whatever. But Anyway, the gas doesn't look terrible. You know, old petroleum or old gas, it has no smell. This definitely has a smell to it. There's a little bit of dirt in there. Right around there. But it's definitely empty, which may or may not, I mean, I don't know. It was pulling fuel because you could smell it in the engine bay. So I'm gonna see if I can't test this right quick and see if it powers on. I think I heard it power on earlier, but we'll see what I can do with that. Okay, so I pulled the, I'm gonna see if I can lay down in here for a second. Hold on, bear with me. All right, so I pulled the pump out and everything looks clean, and except for the top, of course, but everything looks clean. It's definitely not a new pump. If anything, it's a used pump, maybe from a salvage yard or something, but it is nowhere close to being a new pump. Hang on a second. All right, reconnected the battery. You have to bear with me, I've got no seat in here, so I'm trying to push a clutch pedal and talk to a camera. Ow. I'm sitting where the seat would be. I push the clutch in, turn, now we're not doing anything. Well, a minute ago, the fuel pump was pumping, or trying to pump. I think this is my biggest problem right here. I need to tighten this thing up a little bit. Stay on there. All right. All right. This in. Alright, well, this is getting a little annoying. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I have heard this fuel pump power up 4 times off camera. And it just came loose again. Alright, we're going to install this negative terminal. We'll tighten it down. And we're going to quit all this. Alright, negative terminal is attached. Car is on. I'm seeing lights. That has happened in the past. But I just heard this thing, again off camera, pump up. So let's try it. So as I do that, you can hear that is pumping. So our fuel pump's good. That is one more thing that is not keeping this car from running. I'm going to disconnect that battery terminal, clean that thing up a little bit, reinstall it, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Thank you for being patient.